In one of the apartment buildings, we see a group having a meeting. They are discussing what to do about the recent never-ending power cuts. Suddenly, the power goes out, and a car comes crashing into the building. One of them moves to check on the driver and dies on the spot. Meanwhile, Juan is making some headway. As he walks through the streets, it is deadly quiet. There are numerous bodies scattered about. He can't see anyone, but he keeps hearing someone whistle, which is surprising. He comes across a group of young people on the bus. They ask for his help, but there is not much he can do. He only has one mask, so he opts to give them water and leaves. Considering everything is relatively quiet back at Tano's house. Tano worries about supplies, water contamination, and Juan's return. He gets into it with his wife and Lucas. Tano seems to have no faith in anyone, especially after Omar's prank. He asks Lucas to help him seal the windows and reminds him that they can't trust Inga or Omar. He might be right because Inga is former military and Omar is cunning. Inga gets antsy while waiting and decides to grab a helmet and leave. However, Tano decides to leave first. It turns out he made an amateur mask. He borrows Inga's bike and makes a fascinating discovery. When he inspects the bike, he realizes only old things work. To confirm his theory, he attaches the radio to an old car battery, and it works. Back on the streets, Juan finally makes it to Elena's building after hours of walking. In the opening scene, it turns out to be the same building. He quickly makes his way to Elena's house, but someone sees him. They try to ask how he walked through the snowfall, but Elena and Juan have another bigger issue to handle. Their daughter was not home. She received permission from Elena to dine with a friend's family. She sent Juan the address, but since the phones were not working anymore, they didn't have it. Juan suggests that he go to school to check out their daughter's friend's address. As they talk, the news of his arrival spreads. Their neighbors corner them and demand to know how he walked through the snow. They demand to see his mask, but Juan senses the danger of showing it to them. He draws out his pistol and tries to exit the building. Things escalate when their neighbors fetch their guns too. A gunfight ensues, and Juan and Elena make their way to the second floor. They hide in an empty house, and Juan asks Elena to wear the mask and leave for the school. They quickly tailor a suit for her, and she reluctantly agrees. She jumps out through the window and lands on the truck parked below. Juan remains behind to hold the neighbors off as much as possible. Once Elena leaves, the neighbors manage to break in. Juan grabs a plastic paper and puts it over his head. He then breaks the window, and everyone flees. Juan quickly jumps through the window, but he passes out from suffocation shortly after. Elsewhere, Tano and the others use their makeshift masks to get to the fire station. There, they collect some resources such as masks and fire suits. They make their way to Juan after hearing the gunshots and save him. Juan. While Juan is passed out, he has visions of being in what looks like a valley. He then sees a man, and everything turns red. He wakes up in the old truck that his friends managed to find. Thankfully, Elena is with them too.